Once upon a time, in the Hundred Acre Wood, Pooh Bear found himself staring hungrily at a beehive perched high up in a tall tree. His tummy rumbled with the thought of all the delicious honey inside. But the tree was much too tall for Pooh to climb. Just then, Donald Duck happened to wander by. "Hey there, Pooh," Donald quacked. "What's got you looking so glum?"
Pooh pointed up at the hive.
"I can almost taste that honey, but it's so far away." Donald's eyes twinkled with an idea. "I've got a great plan. We'll use a balloon to float up and grab the hive." Pooh's eyes widened with excitement. "Oh, that sounds lovely," he exclaimed. So, they gathered a bunch of colorful balloons and tied them together with sturdy twine. Donald handed Pooh a large, shiny balloon and instructed him to hold on tight. As the balloons started to lift, Pooh giggled with glee, thinking of all the honey waiting for him. But just as they rose towards the treetops, a gust of wind blew over. "Whoa," Donald said nervously as the balloons whisked them higher and higher. "Hold on, Pooh." The wind carried them across the blue sky, leaving the hive far behind. The duo was now soaring above the hills and valleys, with the world below them. "Oh dear," Pooh said, trying to keep calm. "This wasn't part of the plan, was it?" Donald shook his head. "Sure wasn't," he admitted, trying his best to steer the balloon by flapping his arms like wings. As they floated, they saw Roo and Tigger. Roo and Tigger were waving at them from the ground, shouting encouragements. "You can do it, Pooh," shouted Roo. "Bounce down, Donald," exclaimed Tigger. Suddenly, Pooh's mind was filled with a brave idea. "Maybe if we untie some balloons, we can float back down." "Smart thinking," Donald said, and carefully untied one balloon at a time. Slowly and steadily, the two began to descend, landing gently in Piglet's blooming flower garden. The birds sang cheerful songs as they touched down. "We did it," cheered Donald. "Not quite the honey we hoped for," said Pooh, looking at the hive still swaying in the treetop. Piglet ran out to greet them, offering honey cookies as a consolation. "I made these just this morning," Piglet said shyly. "Thank you, Piglet," Pooh said as he took a big bite, a sticky smile spreading on his face. And there they sat, munching on cookies under the warm sunshine, with Donald retelling the adventure to their friends. Though they hadn't captured the hive, the journey had been unforgettable. "The honey can wait for another day," said Pooh with a chuckle. And with that, they laughed together, feeling quite satisfied. After all, adventures are sweeter when shared with friends.